All right, guys, welcome back to another live stream. Happy Wednesday. I hope everyone is doing well out there today. Back with some more and final hedge trimmer sharpening, blade sharpening, I should say. It's been a very good day today. Beautiful day here in California. Had some very high winds yesterday. I don't know how many miles per hour, but it was pretty brutal. So we got Jackson 1601 in the house, says hello. My friend, hello, welcome back. Happy Wednesday to you. So gonna get it started here pretty quick. This is the last set of hedge trimmer blades that I have to do. These would have been done yesterday. This is an excuse. This isn't an excuse. But we came to a very abrupt stop yesterday. There's no other better way to explain it than just show you this. This is my Rotary tool that I use for porting, cutting, muffler mods, sanding, sharpening, and as you can see, we had some major damage control last night. So I'm lucky I didn't burn my hand off, and I would have, other than I started smelling something weird. At first I thought it was just the blades, because blades do tend to you know, they get hot, so they kind of smell a little bit. But then it started smelling like burnt plastic, and then luckily I looked down just in time, and there was smoke coming from the cable. So, and this is totally my fault. This could have been totally avoided if I would have just stopped for a few minutes, maybe 5-10 minutes, let the tool, let the cable cool down. But I was just in go mode and I wanted to get it done. And luckily, we have Abdu Samed says, hello, how are you? Hello, I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well as well. Happy Wednesday. And so it was getting very hot. So really it was just the cable that was getting hot. So it was causing the handpiece to get a little hot. So to the point where I couldn't hold it with my bare hands. So what I did was, I don't have it here, I just took one of our shop rags and just bunched it up, and I held it there so I didn't, you know, burn my hand. But it started melting. So what happens is, so this is just a like cable housing, if you will, and then this little piece right here is a separate cable, all metal. So this is what's responsible for spinning the hand piece that's attached to the motor. And so what was happening is, this is kind of like the drive shaft for the handpiece, and just from overworking and high temps and spinning super fast, I mean, this thing says it has a peak speed of 23,000 revolutions a minute, or revolutions, so 23,000 spins per minute. So, and I was full speed. And again, this is totally my fault. I could have avoided this, but, and I started feeling that the cable housing was getting pretty, you know, soft. I can start smelling the plastic, so I clearly knew that the tool was getting hot, but I just stubbornly just wanted to get it done. I had 3 hedge trimmers to do. This is the last one. And this basically happened right at the very end of the final blade. And so, I mean, I got 2 out of the 3 done yesterday, but so as of right now, I'm sure I could still use it, but I just don't want to cause any more damage or anything. So the great thing about these, I'll show you what it looks like. So this is what it looks like. So again, this is a separate piece. So this piece is replaceable. So again, this is like the drive shaft for the handpiece. It's responsible for moving the chuck. and it detaches from here. And so these are replaceable. So thankfully, the motor itself is fine. The motor did great. This is a $100 Amazon Rotary tool, which now they're actually 30 bucks cheaper than when I first bought it. So now they're what, like 70 bucks or something like that. Giorgio's. I'm not even going to read that comment. That's pretty stupid. So, but I will say though, Giorgio's, hope you're doing well, and I hope 2025 has been treating you well so far. But we're not going to read that comment. I'm sure everybody else can see it. That's pretty stupid. It's kind of weird that you think about those kind of things anyways. So anyways, the motor itself did great. Nothing wrong with the motor. So for being an Amazon tool, very strong motor. But of course, I mean, I'm sure with any rotary tool, even a Fordham brand, which is what all the big dogs use, and hopefully we'll be using one day, this could easily happen too. So I can still do the blade sharpening. I have to just find a replacement cable, which they go anywhere from, I was looking on Amazon, anywhere from 14 to 20 bucks. Some of them come with a new hand tool or a hand piece. This is actually the tool that I bought, came with a replacement, I'm going to just call it a drive shaft cable. This is the second one that I had to install, because what happened was the hand piece was spinning and it accidentally caught, I think it was my shirt. And so they're very delicate cables, and so it just snapped it right off. It snapped it inside, so I just replaced it. So I'm not totally out of my rotary tool. Like I said, I could still use it, but I'm just not going to chance it. So what I'm going to use today, and I totally forgot that I had this chilling in my storage shed, is this Dremel 200 series, which is basically that. It's just not as so. So that one is considered it's a flex shaft because it has the cable, so you can flex the hand piece. This is what I bought when I first started up the little shed shop here to do porting and sharpening, but then I realized that for porting at least, it could work to some extent, but of course I wanted this style right here because it looks like the Fordhams, but they're not. So this has been sitting in my storage shed, brand new, unused, other than the little bit set that it comes with. But now I'm getting ready to use it because we need to. And we got the man ground pounder in the house. We got an outlaw in the house. Easy, folks. Easy, folks. Hope you're doing well, man. Happy Wednesday to you. So ground pounder already knows. He's seen that we had some damage control last night here in the shop with the rotary, but it's not super situation critical. We just have to replace the cable and then the cable housing itself. But thankfully, like I said yesterday, I forgot that I had this little Dremel. It's a 200 series that I picked up with the intent of using this for sharpening and porting, but this is just not gonna, I mean, like I said, I could probably do something, but I like this style, flex shaft. So anyways, without further ado, let's get it going, because I do have to have these hedge trimmers. Luckily, I didn't have to have them done yesterday, or else that would have been kind of, it would have been a bummer to have to tell the customer, hey, I mean, I know things happen, and he would have been totally understanding, but it just sucks. So, but the motor itself, again, for being a budget rotary tool motor and whatever, the motor itself did great. Didn't slow down one bit. So anyhow, let's go ahead. I could use this grinding stone. It came with the rotary set, but they're pretty crappy because they're just some generic, super cheap. So I'm gonna see if I can fit one of these steel grinding stones into that Dremel, which I don't see why not. These are okay. This is for their little like automatic sharpening tool that they offer. they're okay. They get eaten up pretty quick, but it's definitely going to be a lot better quality than this super cheap, probably literally cost cents to make in China. And that's what that tool is. It's just a Chinese. Anyways, it doesn't matter. So let's go ahead and use one grinding stones. These are for the 404 pitch. So 7/32. See if we can. But this is the last hedge trimmer, and it's not gonna take that long. So it started off kind of slow yesterday because I hadn't done hedge trimmer blades in about like 7 months at least, since I was at the shop, working at the actual shop. And it looks like these are not going to fit. Just get in there. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just has to work. I think that's... I don't want to damage... What would you call that? A chuck also? I don't want to damage this Dremel because it is a nice Dremel tool. You know, it will come in handy for sharpening or for other stuff, but for porting, I mean it could work, but anyways, enough of the mumbo jumbo. Let's just get it going so I can get this thing put together and actually work on some fun stuff. Work on some saws, because I have quite a few to do, but these blades kind of have priority right now. And we have Liam in the house. Says hello, hello. Always finding his way back. Okay. A lot more noisy. A lot more noisy than the well, the rotary motor is pretty noisy too, but this one just sounds annoying. And so Liam says, "Can you please stop blocking me?" So Liam, I think you already know why I have to block you, because you're just annoying sometimes, and I don't have time to deal with it. So I'm sorry to be rude, but it's just the truth. So if you can contain yourself, then I wouldn't have to keep blocking you from every single channel that you have to create just to come back to my channel. So guys, I'm just being honest. I don't have, I think anybody would do the same. So some of you don't know the situation, but believe me, it's pretty annoying to have to deal with people like that. So, or better yet, people like Liam. So I'm sorry. Just to give you guys a backstory, I've already blocked him on I don't know how many different channels, Instagram accounts. I mean, it's just basically like on a spam level right now, and I just don't have time to deal with it. I don't need 100 comments a day asking nonsense and basically spamming my channels and my accounts. So yeah, I have to block them, because it's basically spam and on a harassment level. And I'm just being honest. I'm not trying to be a dick, but that's just the only way that I can take any control or save any frustration. So there's that. So Liam, that's the story. I'm not gonna give you a bullshit excuse of why I'm blocking you. That's why, because you're freaking annoying and you know how you behave. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this going. I mean, I know it seems kind of, I know some of you are probably like, wow, I haven't seen this side of Preferred before. And guys, I think most people know, or most of you know, if you've been following along, I'm pretty reasonable. I'm a pretty mellow dude. Yeah, sometimes I might be a little fired up on certain things, but I'm pretty chill. I feel like I'm respectful to everybody. I'm kind. I'm pretty patient for the most part. Yes, I'm frustrated. I've had moments on our live streams where I kind of lose composure a little bit, but I'm still a human being. of feelings and I still have emotion. So, but that's the situation. And thankfully, I haven't had to do that. I've only had to do that a couple of times. A couple of people, one being Liam, and the other people. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant at this point. But that's just the story. Well, it's not a story. It's just a reason. And I'm not saying, I know, and I'm not trying to put Liam on blast, guys. I don't want any, I don't want to, I don't want to put him on blast like that. But, at the same time, I'm not going to be like, oh, well, I don't know what you're talking about, Liam. I don't know what, because, I'm not, I try to be transparent as well. So, but anyways, let's go ahead and get this going so I can get these done. And, so anyways, and Liam, I have seen your channel. I see that you're growing on your channel, and that's amazing. I encourage anybody and I support anybody, but like I said, it just gets to a point where, it's just a little too much. But we can have a conversation about it maybe afterwards. But let me just let's go ahead and let's get the job done, because that's what we're here for at the end of the day, is to get the jobs done. Oh man, these earplugs are not very comfortable. Okay, but better than nothing. And I feel bad. I still feel bad, even though I have a reason for saying what I'm saying. I still feel bad because I don't like treating people like that. I don't like that. But that's just kind of the reality of what it is. And I'm sure if some people saw me, they'd be like, "Wow, Professor David is really switching up," and I'm not. It's just keeping it real. Since the beginning of our channel, that's all I've ever said. I do my best to keep it real with you guys, my viewers, my YouTube family, because that's what we should do. One thing about one thing that I do like about this Dremel so far is that the little motor fans are right here, so it creates a nice, like, a little breeze compared to the hand tool. You know, us big people, we get a little warm pretty quick. It's nice. And just because I just want to get it out of the way, and done, we could try it again. So if you just want to comment on either one of the latest videos that I posted on the channels that you would like me to unblock you from, we could try it again, man. I'm willing to give it a shot. I just, hopefully, I know it's kind of raw and some people might think I'm a dick, but that's the reason. So if we can work on that, no problem, because I don't like doing that kind of shit. I don't. But just comment on either the live stream later, or just comment on a video on what channels you want me to unblock you from, and we'll give it another shot. But we've kind of came down this road a couple times, but I'm not, I don't like being like that. Liam plays with chainsaws. Okay. Liam is asking, is that a hedge trimmer? Yes, sir, it is. So this is for a steel HS 100. It's a 45-degree angle, so it has different angle adjustments. I believe this is the 24-inch. 24-inch, I think? Either 22 or 24. I think it might be 22, but either way, 22 to 24-inch. So there is a quicker way to do these. An angle grinder would be the fastest, but I haven't invested in one specifically for blade sharpening because I don't get that many. But if I were to get more, and maybe the spring and summer will bring more, but once that happens, then I'll invest in an angle grinder because that's a lot quicker. It's basically one good pass and you're done. Sounds like Liam's chainsaw channel is growing, and that's awesome, man. That does make me happy to know. And you know, it's definitely encouraging once you start getting those subscribers in there. But like I always say, you got to just do things out of fun. And as long as you like it, that's all that matters. Cool. Ah, that's good. That's good. All right. Liam is asking, how's your New Year and Christmas? It went good, man. Christmas was good. New Year's was even better. Got to hang out with some loved ones and family, and the New Year has been really good so far, and it's going to be a good year. Like I keep saying, of course, life is going to throw us curveballs that we don't have any control over, but what we do have control over is just do our best to keep it pushing forward and not get discouraged or, get into our cloudy judgment, Reptiles says, do a backflip. I wish I could do a backflip. That'd be pretty awesome. I guess I could always practice. And he also said, Reptiles also asks, are we about to see an amputation? Maybe not this live stream. Maybe not next one. I don't know. That'd be pretty raw. Okay. Reptile says, I didn't take you for a doctor. I would still go see a trained professional, a certified professional. MS13 says hello, or hi, man. Hello, welcome, happy Wednesday. Okay. Let's see, 1 second. So MS13 says I come from the USA. So I'm also here in the United States. I'm here in California, in Sonoma County. Reptiles, subscribed. Stay cool, dude. My friend Reptiles, appreciate you. Thank you for the love and support. I hope you have a good New Year. It's going to be a good New Year for everybody. And not to jinx it, but it is. So thank you for being here. And maybe we'll catch you on the next one if you have time. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay. Just wanted to take some pictures of these blades. Jeez, can you guys get out of the shot? Just kidding, just kidding. It's a pretty good picture if I do say so myself. All right, enough of that. Let's get it going. All right, if you guys want to come back over, let's put you guys here. Liam says, so MS13 says, thank you too, and Happy New Year and good health. Appreciate you, man. Really do. Thank you. Thank you for the blessings. And, thanks for coming in and saying hello. And, yeah, welcome to any time. Liam says you should get an angle grinder because you can cut bolts off with it. That is true. But thankfully, I don't have to cut any bolts, but it would be a lot faster than doing a Dremel. Because like I was saying, it's basically just one quick pass and one good pass and you're done. This isn't horrible, but would shave a couple of minutes. Okay, so on to the flip side of these. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 12. So we have 30 blades on each side, so 60 in total. So between this one, this set, and then this set, we're doing 120. So I think this is the 22-inch. Because I believe the 24-inch has like 36 on each side, or something like that. Dennis McConaughey says, see ya. Maybe California? Yes, California, yes. We got OO in the house. My friend. Welcome back. Happy Wednesday to you. Back with some more Hedge trimmer blade sharpening, but these are the last sets because we had some damage control yesterday and came to an abrupt stop. We'll touch on it a little later. I already did, but just to show you why, this is our rotary tool. Almost caught the shop on fire. Could have been preventable, that's all I will say for now. I'm also going to post the video of it later on our channel. And Liam is asking how's their day going. It's going good, man. It's going good. How's your day going? Hope it's going well. Yeah, man, life will do that. It'll throw those curveballs, but like I said, what we do have control over, and I know it's hard to say, and I know some people might say, wow, that's pretty cringy, but I mean, we have the control to really let them bring us down or just kind of push through them and keep moving forward. I know it's difficult sometimes. And I know sometimes it's not good enough, speaking for myself, or sometimes, you know, we don't focus on those things, but as long as we're good, man, as long as we're healthy, our family, we have some friends, maybe some loved ones around, we're able to do what we love. That's really what should matter, but I know I forget that sometimes. Ian says, I finally posted my toolbox. Oh, sick. I was just going to ask about your Husqvarna, your Rancher. What you were going to end up doing with that. OO says, I heard there are some wildfires in California. Yeah, man, there is. So thankfully, well, not thankfully, because it still sucks for the people that are in that situation, but so I'm up here in Northern California. The fires are down south, so like Santa Barbara, Malibu area, so in Los Angeles area, and it's brutal, man. Last night around, what, 6 o'clock, the news was saying that at that time, they were at 1,200 acres. Now they're at, well, probably now they're well over 5,000 acres burned, and it's really brutal. This is the second time that they've been hit with the big wildfire. I'm pretty sure the last one was last year, I think. I don't remember, but brutal. But thankfully I'm safe, but you know, I wish we can say the same for the people down in SoCal right now, because that's a pretty devastating way to come into the new year. And we got Farid in the house. Farid, welcome back, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Tobias Darholt says hello from Denmark. Cool stream. Which state are you from? Man, I appreciate the kind words. Thank you for being here and hanging out with us for a little bit. And welcome. And I'm in California. I'm here in Sonoma County. But I really appreciate the kind words, Tobias. I really appreciate it. We're going to buy parts for we're going to rebuild it. Okay, so top end, so piston, cylinder. If you buy a Husqvarna kit, like OEM, it should come with everything. Piston rings, the pin, and yeah, should be good. Should also come with the base gasket. I don't know if they include the base gaskets. I think they're usually separate. I don't know. I'm not sure. Husky might do it a different way, but that's exciting. All right, the first set is done. On to the last set, and then we can reassemble the hedge trimmer, or at least the head part of it with the blades. And then the three hedge trimmers that we needed to sharpen for our customer Fernando will be done. He will be able to pick them up today, assuming he has time, and we can move on to some chainsaws. So hedge trimmers is not a normal thing for us, but like most of you already know, I offer sharpening services. So, of course, chains, hedge trimmer blades, chipper blades, axes, but this is my first batch of hedge trimmer blades that I've gotten since I've started up my little shop here in July of last year. I've gotten chains, I've gotten hedge trimmer blades, or excuse me, chipper blades, and of course chains. So let's see. Liam says, updated, we might be doing it soon. All right. Firewood waste hauling says, how much a chainsaw chain? So to sharpen them, I charge $10. Well, wait, no. $10. $10 a chain. But if you bring me you know, a bulk, then, I shave off a few bucks. So maybe like $7 a chain. It just really depends. But usually I do 10. I clean them. I give them an inspection just to make sure that they're not damaged. And then go from there. And I do all hand filing. I don't use machines or grinders. I like hand filing. OO is asking, steel hedge trimmers? Yes, sir. So this one goes to, these blades go to a steel HS100. So it's an older model. And then I did a hedge trimmer attachment that goes on the combi systems. It came on a KM131R power head. And then I also did a blades for HS82R, like more like, I don't know what you'd call those, traditional hedge trimmers rather than like the pole. So these ones go to a 45-degree angle trimmer head, and then the combi is also 45-degree, and then the HS82 is just a standard. Let's see. Liam says, how many chipper blade got? So far, I've gotten what, 5? So a set of 4 Bandit chipper blades, and then I have some Vermeer Rodolfo, which I'm only going to sharpen 2 of his blades, and that's pretty much it. And then I have a whole bunch of chains for him to sharpen. I have like 8 or 9 chains that I also have to sharpen. So for Rodolfo, I have 3 of his 201s, MS261, an 036 Pro, and then the chains, and then the hedge trimmer, or excuse me, and then the chipper blades. And then I also have his 044C that we're still trying to figure out what we're going to do for a top end. So it needs a piston and cylinder. So, but he wants to focus on his other saws because those are the ones that he uses for work. Tobias is asking, what time is it in California right now? So right now it is 3:53 p.m. My time is Pacific Standard Time. Firewood waste hauling says, nice. I prefer hand file also. Nice to see you do hand file. Yeah, man. I know some will have different opinions, but I think hand filing is the best way to sharpen a chain. That's just what I like personally too. When I used to work at the power equipment shop, I did do a lot of sharpening with the grinder, with the steel USG grinder. It works nice. I mean, you got to be very careful for to not burn up the cutters, and of course, you still have to figure out your angles, and just like as you would hand filing. You're not probably going to burn up a cutter doing hand filing, but things can still go very wrong very quickly doing hand file. So both ways, a lot of details to pay attention to, but I think hand filing for me is the best way to do it. Farid says, by the way, you work alone or sometimes with people. So I do everything by myself. I used to work at a power equipment shop that I used to work with 2 mechanics, and then our other salesperson. And but here it's just me, and then you guys when I do the live stream, and that's pretty much it. And then I also work in tree service as well every now and then. Primarily do sales, but every now and then I get down on some groundsman work. I apologize for not answering the comments so quick. I'll get to it in just a moment here. Tobias says, I work in an engraving shop here in Denmark. We grind our own tools in freehand. Damn, the smallest tools we do have diameter is 1.1 millimeter. Quite hard to get exact though. Love watching skilled people. That sounds like fun. Definitely sounds like a lot of work. Hand engraving, that's even more impressive. That's awesome, man. And I appreciate all the kind words from everybody. But Tobias, I appreciate your kind words. And we got M&G back in the house. Says, I was going to ask you, why do you take the blades off? I sharpen them on the machine. It's just as easy. I don't know. I think it's better to take them off. Plus, I also service the gearbox, and I clean it all out. I do an inspection of the gearbox. And I don't know. I feel like this would be a more proper way of doing it. But that's just how I do it. A lot easier. I mean, sure, you can open up the blades and whatever, but this is way better. Plus, like I said, I also do a gearbox service maintenance on it or whatever service. So I clean out all the old grease. I remove all the components, just do a little inspection, make sure everything is good and in working order, and then of course repack it with new grease. But I don't know. I've tried doing it with the blades on, and for me it's just more of a pain in the ass, honestly. Plus, it doesn't take very long to remove the blades anyways, so it's quick. So this is the last hedge trimmer that I'm doing. I did HS82R, a hedge trimmer attachment for a combi unit that came on a KM131R, and then it's the 45 degree, and then this one came off of this is for a HS100, also has the 100 degree swivel on it. So MG, how you doing today, man? Hope everything is going well. Happy Wednesday. Hopefully work has been busy, and I'm sure it has been. How'd it go with those TS420s? What kind of repairs were you doing? Or was it just like a maintenance? Liam is asking, what's your favorite snack? I like chips. I'm a chip guy. So hot Cheetos. Some of you already know that I like my Takis. But hot Cheetos usually are my go-to, the extra hot, whatever kind really. But I like chips. I like salty. Liam's, let's see. Tobias says, gonna have to hit the snack now. It's quite late. Thank you for your kind soul. Stay safe, and I look forward to tuning in another time. Tobias, it's always snack time. It's always good to have a snack, but thank you. I appreciate you also for the kind words. And my friend, you're always welcome here, and hopefully we see you again soon. Hope you have a good rest of the week. And appreciate the love and support. Liam says, I like rats and pepperoni. Damn. I do like some good pepperoni, though. Oh, my bad. Tobias says, gotta hit the sack. I thought snack. See? I'm always thinking about food. right. Time to flip these over, and that'll be the last side, and then we can reassemble. Liam says, I meant to say Ritz. Ritz is bomb, especially you add a little cheese in that, little sharp cheddar or just some cheddar in general. Good stuff. OO says, I like cheese. Man, I love cheese. I eat cheese almost every day. Queso fresco, like slices of queso fresco with lunch or sometimes breakfast. Dinner. For Red says, do you live alone? So no, I live with my grandma and grandpa. This is actually my grandfather's shed, who has allowed me to coop up in here and bring all my junk in here and do some work. So thankfully, I have my grandparents in my life still, and but no, I don't live alone. Yeah, that kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie. Huh? Red says, "You're lucky. I haven't had any more. I don't have any more of my grandparents." No, man, I definitely am very, very lucky and blessed, especially to be living with my grandparents. Most definitely. Most definitely. Uh, so let's see. So OO says nice vices. Thank you, sir. Thank you. And Liam, I did see your comment about my mom and dad. So nothing happened to them. My mom lives about 15 minutes away in the next town over, and then my dad lives about three hours away or so. And I talk to them not every day, but I talk to them often. So and I have not been on your channel recently, but I will check it out though. Okay, so that's the last set. These earplugs are not the most comfortable, but they work. Eventually, if I do this more often, get some over the ear kind. Okay, let's go ahead get this hedge trimmer reassembled, and then we can let our customer know that he's more than welcome to come pick him up today or whenever he has some time. But if I remember correctly, he did want to pick him up today. All right. So give you guys a quick look at what we're doing. And so yeah, so let's go ahead and get this reassembled and we'll be good to go. So the first one that we're going to put on is this right here. And then put down our first blade. Let me grab something to put and then our second. First got to put down the connecting rod. Make sure that none of the little roller bearings come out. Like so. And then this piece right here. So after this, after I'm done assembling this hedge trimmer, I am gonna end the live stream, but then I am gonna start another one, and then we're gonna work on one or two 201s with a little bit of shop cleanup as well, because I have quite a mess. So first I'm going to go ahead and put in these little spacers. They call them sleeves. There is 6 of them. I know it's not the best visual, but we'll be all right. We'll be all right. Okay, sleeves are in. Next piece is this little piece right here. I don't know what the name of it is, but this thing right here. Okay, those will go in like so. And then the last piece to create that little sandwich. And then from there I'll put in this screw just to kind of start holding things together. There's 2 of these T27s. Ah, shit. It's already getting, well, I'm in the carport, so it's a little dark. So it might be, well, actually, where did I even get these screws from? Oh, these are from the, okay, that's why it's not going in, because it's the wrong screw. Different diameter. Don't need it on level 3, just level 1, just to secure them in. And then this one. So Liam says, where did you get that from? This thing? This one I got from Home Depot. I got everything from Home Depot yesterday because I was running the 6-inch bit holder. It's not the magnetic, it's the locking one, so it has a locking collar just like the chuck. It's a little long for what I'm doing, so yesterday I bought the this one's a 2 7/8 inch locking bit holder, and then I bought the set of Torx bits. Has everything from a T10 up to a T40. But really for steel, you just need a T25, T27, and a T15, and then I think possibly sometimes a T10. So this is also not the right one. Where did this one come from? One, two, three, four, 5. Let me get everything aligned here. There we go. So I'm not actually using this to torque anything down. It's just to get them seated, and then I'll torque it down just hand snug, because with these, the trick is you don't want to over tighten the screws or the bolts across the blades, because if you do, even just so slightly, the blades won't shift. So you actually have to leave them more on the loose end. And where? Oh, it's right here. Ha! I was wondering where the heck it went. Okay. And I know I've always said, you know, you don't need power tools to work on equipment, and you don't, but I've been kind of feeling it in my hands lately, and there's no worth. It's not worth getting arthritis over. I'm sure I already have it a little bit because I've done a lot of assembler jobs in my past, and I've just used my hands a lot. And there's some screws that are just really long, and they're just really snug, and plus it does save a little time. But overall, you don't need power tools. Even for clutches and flywheels, I mean, I'm sure there's a way to do it without it. But for that, I always did use at least an impact driver. But everything else I was just using, as you guys would see, hand tools. But lately, man, my hands, I'm telling you. All right. So for now, let's go ahead. This one doesn't even have any grease, but let me just wipe down the little bit of old grease that it does have in here. That's pretty much it. The next piece I'm putting in is this little plastic piece, and I know the lighting out here is pretty shitty, but I probably only have about maybe 45 minutes of actual sunlight here because we're still in that winter mode, but inside the carport it gets dark quicker. So let's see, and then let me wipe off the grease off the gearbox cover. Doesn't have to be super clean. Just want to get the majority of the old grease off. Like so. That's good enough. Let me pack it with some new grease. My hands I can just wipe on my pants. And then the grease that I like to use, it's Lucas Red and Tacky. It is lithium, lithium grease, but it's not like white lithium. But this is the stuff that I like to use on pretty much everything. So that's what I like. I was gonna buy a grease gun, but I don't do a lot of hedge trimmers right now. Like I said, these are the first hedge trimmers I've done since I started up in July. But eventually I will get one, just so that way I can get to the bottom of the tube, and already, you know, it's getting kind of difficult to reach the grease. Unless I use like a spatula of some sort. But yeah. This is pretty similar to the Echo Red Armor grease that I would use at the power equipment shop, but I think this is better quality. Lucas Oil makes some good stuff. You don't got to go super crazy on the grease, but you do want to, you do want to pack it pretty good. Okay, and that's it for now. That's it for the grease. And I also, for those of you that watch often, you know I don't use paper towels, or these are the shop paper towels. But for this, I bought myself just a roll. But normally I just use my shop rags that I have for other stuff. But for this, I wanted to use these. So doing things a little different, I guess. Cool beans, cool beans. And then after I assemble it and then reattach it to the drive shaft, before I start the next live stream, I'm going to go ahead and give our customer Fernando a call and tell him that his hedge trimmers are ready for pickup. And then once he comes picks them up, we'll make a few bucks. So for my hedge trimmer sharpening service, I charge $45 per hedge trimmer. But if they bring me 3 or more, I knock it down to $40. So in this case, he saved $15. And what I do is I not only sharpen the blades, but I also open up the gearbox, do an inspection, clean out the gearbox, and then, you know, pack it in with with new grease, or pack it with new grease. Can't talk today. And normally I do give the blades a little cleaning, but right now I'm not. I don't have any. Kind of ran out of cleaner, but eventually here soon I'm going to invest in. I definitely want to invest in an ultrasonic cleaner. Obviously, hedge trimmer blades won't fit in that unless I get a huge commercial ultrasonic cleaner, which, you know, depending on what the price is, maybe. But I also want to get a parts washer, the ones that run the SW4 solution, ultrasonic cleaners, and the parts washers. They also have a heating element. So, but the part washers, those work really nice. But so do ultrasonic cleaners. So, just because. I do like cleaning saws by hand, but it just takes too much time, and I don't charge extra for that, and I won't charge extra for that because that's just my little touch and my little like signature. But it definitely does take time. Even when I'm doing it quick and I'm not going super OCD, it still takes over an hour. So, especially when I'm really busy, like in the spring and the summer, you know, I mean, I still get it done, but it's just, I don't know if I really need to kill myself that much. Oops, and it looks like I lost a spacer, so let's see, where did that come from? Of course, if I'm not super busy and I don't have a lot going on, then sure, I can definitely go get down on some hand cleaning, but even for the load that I have right now, I don't know, but I also kind of fell behind this week, so that's kind of my fault as well. But normally I do all right. But I've just been kind of feeling it lately that it's like, you know, I don't know, work harder, not smarter type of thing. But then I would definitely feel lazy if I used a parts washer. But do I want to kill myself, or do I want to work smarter and make things go a little faster? I'd rather make things go a little faster, because that just means I get things done quicker and it's still going to come out great. And of course, with a part washer or an ultrasonic cleaner, they're going to come out even better than how I do it. I mean, I do a damn good job. Not to sound full of shiza, but it's the truth. It is the truth, man. Okay, so hand snug on these. Let's see. Do you need to use Loctite? I wouldn't recommend using Loctite on these. You don't have to. I've never have, and I haven't ran into any issues. But these ones did have the red Loctite, and like I said, because you don't want to over tighten these even just the slightest bit, because if not, even just an extra little turn, the blades won't shift. They won't move. Liam says just get a flathead screwdriver. For what? I'm not sure. For what? For what? For what? For what? So basically the way that I know that I'm not going too tight is I just go until the head of the screw is basically flush to the surface. Even that I feel like was too tight, so I'm going to just back it up a little bit. So like so. Even that's good right there. I wish I had a taller bench. Obviously this is not a bench, it's a air conditioning unit, but because my old man back, I'm not old, but I feel it. So let's do it this way. Okay, I'm gonna call that good. So this is what the attachment looks like, or the head assembled. This goes onto the drive shaft, so check it out. I'll show you guys how that goes. So this is the HS100. And so one way, oh shit. So one way you can guarantee that you're gonna get it first go. So this is gonna go, I believe I said to the right side from closed. It is closed. Okay, so it's gonna go like this. Is just kind of straighten out the drive shaft because it's kind of a square, and then look inside your entry point and just make sure it's straight so the square is nice and even. So let me see if I can get this first go. we go. Got it first go. And that's pretty much it. All right, guys, so that's it for the hedge trimmer sharpening. And so I'm gonna go ahead and end this live stream, but thank you everybody for watching. I'm gonna just take a little break and then I'll be back in just a little bit. I need to make a phone call to a couple folks. So but we'll be back soon. So much love to everybody. Laters.